watch looking like he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said my name is Trap, oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bulls.
I say, yeah, what's happening, family? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, and I'm really excited about being on this episode today because I just came off a cruise, right? You know what I'm saying? I came off a cruise, and not only did I come off a cruise, it was a Meet Nah themed cruise. Yes, it was on Carnival Conquest. Had the time of my life, and if you want to know more about that cruise and the fun they had, you can go watch Verge, you can go watch Meet Nah, you can go watch Locked In with the Wolves. Like, everybody has posted on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything, everywhere. It's everywhere. So this cruise is like there's actually a viral video from that cruise, and it's the t-shirt prank. Y'all gotta go check that out. It's on Facebook. Go on Meet Nah's. I think it's either their fan page or the Meet Nah cruise page. It don't even matter. Just go check it out, man. And hey, Vern's in the building, man. My man Joe's in the building. My man with the wrist shot. And seeing that Joe was in the building, let me give you a wrist roll reserve. Come over to this. Booyah! I got a Pro Diver 47mm jump, and I enjoy this watch. It's quartz. So I believe the original, when this watch first came out, don't ask me the date, I don't know. But the original was, I believe, a Salida or a 2824. I know it was Swiss made, whichever. But I have a Swiss quartz version. Keisha up in the building, what's happening? Meet Nah in the building. Oh, hey, I even got my WhatsApp jig. Thank you so much. I no longer have that. I was working on a new super sticker, super chat thing before I went on the cruise and forgot about it until just now. Elevate with Verns, bless your boy. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that ring down on me that Meet Nah have, but just know thank you so much. Every dime that comes into this channel actually goes back out to help other people, other organizations. And one thing I did mention this month for June is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'll be talking, even though we're at the end of the month, I'll be talking about that in the upcoming video, some serious talk. No watches. It's just going to be straight mental health. But thank you so much, Verse, for that. Yo, Chris in the building. DC on Demand in the building. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? All these fine folks is in here, man. So let me just say this. Today's episode was actually inspired by a comment that I saw. And I'm still hyped off of the video footage that I'm seeing coming from this Meet Nah cruise, coming straight off the Carnival Conquest. And I got here's the deal, y'all. Over on Wiley Hustle tonight at 6 o'clock, I believe, there's a premiere dropping. It's about 9 to 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So if you got about 9 to 10 minutes tonight at 6 o'clock, tap in over there. And I'm using that term, tap in, for my big bro, Anwar Slim Wings, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm hyped, y'all. I'm in a good mood. I'm enjoying it, and I'm surrounded by watches. So what I want to talk about at this point in time is I literally have the watches that I took on a cruise with me, which I'm going to show you the one. Hold on, wait. Where are you? Oh, man. Ain't that a trip? I don't have the one watch. It's my Meet Nah cruise watch. Well, anyway, if you go check out my video when the watch that I'm deeming, it's not the Captain Willard. It is the Meet Nah Cruise 2023 dive watch. And that watch is actually going up to Kokomo Jewelers because they have a laser engraving and stuff like that. I'm actually taking that watch up to them in July. And it's going to be official. Tornado warning. I might be taking this thing on the inside because I'm outside on my porch. It's raining. But I hear those, y'all hear those tornado bells? Well, we ride the, you know what I'm saying? We ride the wave anyway, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That would be one heck of a show, wouldn't it? Huh? Yeah, the bells are long. That would be a crazy show. Me doing that and just like it just coming like the last. This may be my last episode. Who knows? But I'm gonna keep on with this live. You feel what I'm saying? I feel your higher trap all in your man. Y'all look, life be lifing, as everyone would be saying, and a group of others. But I mean, all things considered, man, I just left. And it's not even just being on the Carnival concourse, which I'm gonna talk about that in detail tonight. Um, the people that was on there, involving with Etta, amazing sister. You know what I'm saying? Met Verns in real life. She's super dope. And what y'all see, somebody had asked me like, how was Verns? And Drake, how Verns was in person. I said, how you see Verns on the screen is how she is in person, man. But then like, there's a point where you know it's talk, and she's always thinking about ways to help you elevate. And that's I'm not even trying to throw a pun in there. She is always thinking and giving you ideas on how to advance and stuff like that. Asking questions, man. And Burns, I saw your show. Thank you. I saw you went by the Rolex stands and had showed the little Rolex thing, and that was just a shout out because she don't like watches. No, that's you legit. You legit. You know, I didn't know what to expect going on this cruise. Which, if you've never been on a cruise, some of you guys have left me messages. You've never been on a cruise. Let me tell you this: plan it out. Look at it. They have staterooms, they have balconies, they have all type of things. But also, when you plan your cruise, you want to plan your travel because you never know what'll work for you unless you start plug and play. So for us, we stay in Indiana. It was better for us to drive 4 hours to Nashville and catch a flight from there. And yes, we drove 4 hours to a whole other state to catch a plane to Miami because we saved like $700 doing that. Flying out of, if we flew out of Indiana, and then on top of that, I still would have had to pay for my car being there. So with us putting fuel and paying the hotel $50 to watch my or let my car stay on their property for 4 or 5 days, I still saved $700. So plan your trip accordingly, y'all. And definitely, if you've never been on a cruise, go. I highly recommend it, and go with somebody that you know you're gonna have fun with, man. Even if it's like a 3-day getaway, I highly recommend a cruise. You got on my nerves, a whole cruise. Hey, she did. I was dancing with Burns, man. And if y'all don't listen, get over the Burns, get over anywhere. I don't care who social media platform you decide to go to that was on that cruise. You'll see Burns, and she got a whole cousin, a whole like not half, not a quarter, not 3/4. She got a whole cousin, y'all. Her own one and only cousin. Shout out to Burns, man. But the other thing I want to talk about too is when we get so in the past, I used to work for Enterprise. In the past, once I got to like our destination, I had a car, rental car, so I would normally take our luggage, drop it off, drop whoever was riding with us. I pick people up from the airport, whoever, drop them off at the ship. I would take the car back to Enterprise, drop the car off, get on a shuttle, and come back to the ship. It was a courtesy. They are no longer doing that from the port of Miami. I can't say for any other port, but in Miami, they're not doing it. So when you walk out, there's a bunch of cabs out there. $40 to do that? Absolutely not. So plan your trip accordingly. Have your Uber once you land on that plane. Be on the horn, on your phone, the tablet, whatever you got, and get you an Uber. $18, and if you want to tip on like $5, go right ahead. Make sure you get into the right ship though. You give them the dock, which we told them, hey, we're on this Uber, and if you ever watching Uber driver, you dropped us off at the wrong ship. We had to walk a quarter mile. My wife had a boot on. Sorry, you're a nice guy, but I couldn't give you a tip on that one, brother. Yo, Fats and Trey, and that's another channel plug into Fats and Trey. If you don't know them, if you have not plugged in with them, check them out. You know what I'm saying? Fats and Trey. actually give you tips on how to cruise and stuff like that. It's a fun channel to watch. I've been on a cruise with them, Fats and his wife. A whole vibe, their whole turn up, man. But Fats himself missed the entertainment. That's a brother you definitely want to go on a cruise with. And I don't know, Fats, let me know, are you still planning the Mardi Gras cruise next year? Because if you are, I was talking to House of X earlier. Um, there's so many cruises being planned next year, man. I want to try to catch as many as possible. That's just it, man. That's just it. So I want to welcome everybody in for being here. We got 17 folks up in here, man. Thank you guys for being a part of the family right now. Thank you to all my members, because every dollar you guys put into this channel, you help the channel grow. Thank you guys for sharing out and stuff like that. But let's get into something that I took pride in when I was on the Meet Night Cruise, and that is watches. Now, I did not have this watch when I went. This was not with me on the cruise. However, this watch right here, this is a fair and square timepiece. This is called a Wayfinder, and it's a topographical map of the north side of Chicago, I believe, and this may even be over the I don't know if this is over the Cubs Stadium, but he like Adam, which is one of the people that helped create this company. This watch right here, the loom on it is crazy. It's crazy, but talking to him, that's crazy when you know somebody that's created a watch, right? It's not like you talk to the president of Nike. It's not like you can be buddy with that cat. I mean, if you just happen to see him, he may, I don't know this man, or the CEO of Chevrolet, or you know what I'm saying, a Cadillac or whatever the case is. It's cool being on like a level with somebody that's created something that's so dope. And watches are timeless, man. This thing, man, start with a watch. Their watches start so many conversations, man. But this particular watch right here, I would highly recommend going on a cruise. This is a quartz, but it does play off like a automatic. But it's really the colorway. That's the thing. When you are in the Bahamas or Mexico or something like that, the one thing I saw when I was out there looking at people's wrists is the colors. The colors. And yes, I will address every comment or most comments. I did get a few comments recently of the people that don't like Invicta, and the title was trash, like this is the trash watches and stuff like that. And I had put a comment back stating that, well, hey, I'm with you on as far as how you feel, because that's the way you feel. I don't agree with you that, you know, Invicta's trash, but I just, you know, I'm with you. I understand, because you're not going to like everything. But I had responded saying, well, there's people that will argue the fact. And when I was in the Bahamas, there are people that's not attached to any Facebook group. They don't watch Shop HQ. They literally buy watches off of cruises. That's it. And they have, some of them had 12 Invictas. I've talked to a number of them. And you know, one of the number one Invicta pieces I've seen out there in the Bahamas was the Magnum. This piece right here. Now, you don't have to get this particular piece because this one is on a strap, which I will say, for the sake of saying, pretty nice. For a summer cruise, I would prefer the rubber over the steel, because the stainless steel watches I wore, my wrist sweat more. I actually came out of my stainless steel bracelets when I was in the Bahamas, because it was hot. And everybody that went on that cruise, y'all know what I'm talking about. When we went to Half Moon Cay, it was smoking. Jeez, it was hot. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, sir. We try and call us. Okay. I definitely will. Because I do want to go on a cruise with y'all again. Vern's got a cousin. It's different now. Yes. And there is, hold on, let me put this up there. It's different now is a hashtag. And I'm going to tell you why it's different now. For those of you guys that are watching and those that catch this on replay, if you enjoy the content creator that you've been watching for a long time, once you have the opportunity of meeting that man or woman or group or even kid, whoever is on social media and they meet your expectations or blow them out, it is so different. So I've talked to Verns behind the scenes. Yeah, Verns, I'm picking on you today. I've talked to her, Instagram Messenger and stuff like that, but over the phone. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, but like actually being there, hugging her, and getting to see who she is in person was completely different than just this. Anna, and I'm gonna tell you this: I challenge anybody that's been on that cruise that got involved with Etta, no pun intended. I challenge anybody to say that about her. That woman and her sister, Loretta, Miss Loretta. it was amazing. The dinners, man, and you guys have to know, man. You go on these cruises, they're like Carnival outside of Meet Nine because they had itinerary for us to do. But let's take Meet Nine off the table real quick, just for a second. They got comedy shows, they got game shows, they have multiple bars, they have casino. If you've never gambled before, it's fun, it's harmless fun. Play responsibly, $30, $40, maybe 50. You got $50 to just throw away, just do that. You may win. Some guy sat down and won $1,400. After this lady got up off and she kept hitting the thing, ching, ching. She's playing that Buffalo game. This dude won like $1,400. Shout out to whoever you were, sir. I don't know if you're following me, but if you are, chime in and tell everybody what you spent your money on. Did you buy a watch? That'd be dope. What's up, Scott? Scott is in the building. Thank you for being here, Scott. So Space G95. You're the reason why I did this live. You know that, right? You know that. Space G95. I wasn't even planning on going live, man. But like your comment, I've been reading through your comments, man. You've been snapping, just watching. And look, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching, even the people that don't agree with the watches I wear. I'm not even mad at you hating Invicta or you don't like the design. I'm still, if you as a person, I still appreciate you commenting. I do. I promise I do. I met some people in the Bahamas that didn't like Invicta. There was a guy that had Citizen, and we were talking about. I said, no, I dig Citizen. I like Citizen, and I think Citizen is the best quartz watch that you can buy, hands down, because the customer service is second to none. I've used it. I've been with it. I've talked to the spokespeople. Amazing. I even did like a little commercial for Citizen when I was working for K Jewelers. Man, they enjoyed it. We did it. It was like a little promo for the store we was at. And I have nothing bad to say about Citizen. But this guy don't like Invicta. And I'm okay with that. Invicta's not, even if it was my company, shoot. If you talk to, let me pull this Wayfinder back up for those that just got here. Adam from Fair and Swift, he made a comment before. It's like, hey, I love the fact that you buy my watch, but the fact that you buy my watch and you own Rolexes and other things, and this just happens to be put in the box next to your favorite watch, I'm good with that. So Adam, if you catch this, bro, this thing is sitting in my case with the rest of my watches, my Citizens and Invicta. And yes, I'm Invicta heavy. Let's go through some other stuff. I'm gonna tell you a watch that goes hard in the Bahamas. A simple pro diver, blue label. Hey baby girl. My granddaughter's off camera. How you doing? I can't get up right now, baby. Unless somebody bring you out to me. She's behind the glass, the door, whatever. Let me see. How are you doing? Everybody speaking. So this is in this automatic. If you can find this watch, I would say purchase this one right here. This Pro Diver is a 47, and they do have this in a 40 millimeter. Now the description may say, ladies, don't pay that no mind. A 40 millimeter Invicta, which I recommend this one in the Bahamas as well. And I recommend this one for like when you go to your casual dining, or if you want to dress up a little bit, this would be so dope to wear. This thing is so pronounced, man, and it's comfortable. And you don't have to break the bank, man, because, I don't take it for granted. I'm not counting anybody's coins, but it takes some people 3 or 4 years to save up for one vacation. And if you're the type that I want to go on vacation and I want to look the part, I want to enjoy myself, I just want to be dope, whatever the case is, The watches I'm about to show you guys right now. You gonna hear that rain? Oh, it's raining pretty good. It's a good thing my watches are waterproof, right? Water resistance. Hold on, let me see. I'm great. I love the fact that y'all speaking to each other, man. I love that. I love that, man. I appreciate you guys interacting with each other. Um, I'm going to show you a wild card. Now, I will recommend this on the ship just for conversation piece, for the sake of conversation. This right here. Look at that. Now, don't have the gladiator. Oh, yes, I do actually. So, Invicta came out with this boat. This was originally called the Hercules, the boat Hercules. But there's another. There's two other watch companies. I think Fossil has a Hercules, and I want to say Aragon has a Hercules. So, at some point, either last year or year before, somewhere through over COVID, they changed the name to the boat Herc, right? And then this was born, right? And you can see you got the chain going around, and then you got the chain here. These are watches that I do recommend. If you are a fan of Invicta, you don't have these watches in your collection, I will say get them, take them on the ship with you, wear them on the ship, doing fine dining or just, walking through the ship. People will stop you. I'm telling you, I'll put money on it. People are going to stop you and they're going to be interested. You know what I'm saying? And the only time I ever see the hateful comments about, these type of watches is here on YouTube. Out in the real world, you don't see it, man. I saw it on cruise because I saw a ton of boat juices. I saw a bunch of boat sports. I didn't see one of these, but I had mine with me. I had the purple label one, and I showed it. I didn't showcase it. I showed it to somebody, and they were like crazy hype. I'm gonna tell you another watch that I was on the elevator, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he flipped out and locked in with the Wilsons. He liked this brand too, this model, and this is the Speedway. This is the first automatic, and yes, it's very thick to have a chronograph, and that is a characteristic of an automatic chronograph. When it's automatic, it's thick. Now, Invictus is a little thicker than most, but for the most part, this is a homage to the Daytona. And it is what it is, man. But this watch has so much presence. And just wearing this, I wore this a couple days on the cruise. I switched out a lot. This one got a lot of compliments. And this one comes with a sapphire crystal and an automatic movement. And the only thing about this watch, I wish it did have the mill clasp. I can eventually, I haven't even thought about it, really changing the bracelet out. I may even put it on leather. I have a leather bracelet in there. I may change it out. But for right now, I'm just rocking this thing. And I'm going to tell you something that went well. Who is that? Hold up. Copping a black 40 millimeter skeleton pro diver. Okay. Another good choice, man. Do I have one? No, I have one. Now I'm gonna tell you a watch that went well on this cruise, and this right here, the 47 millimeter pro diver, and this one has just under 4 carats of diamonds on it. This was a gift from my wife, and this, it's layered in diamonds. Shaq talked about Invicta watches on Drink Champs about like 4 months ago, and if you look it up yourself, I think it was at the 25-minute mark. Just put it at the 25-minute mark and just watch it going forward. And I agree with him. Some people, when they do buy their watches, right, and they want diamond pieces, people have their watches bust down. For a watch like this, on this caliber, and this has a Salida 200 in it, and doesn't have a screw-down crown, and it's actually on the crown. You see the crown? You see that ring around it? That has a layer of diamonds in it. It's crazy. But here is the craziest thing, is when Invicta was selling these watches, like, dude, the most expensive diamond piece I've seen on Invicta ever in life was close to $10,000. And that was that AL special that it was only 74 made. The Sabakwa specialty. I want to say it had a little over 4 carats of diamonds. VS quality diamonds. And that one was still around 9 grand or something like that. There were only 74 people that can actually buy the watch. Or 73, because I think AL got either the number one or the prototype. I'm not sure. But if you were lucky enough to get that watch, you have it. But I go back to this. When you look at GQ on the rocks or watch a rapper or celebrity that has a watch and they bust it down with the diamonds and you say, hey, I paid $25,000 for this, I paid $90,000 for this. This one didn't even go over $2,500. And you have a Salida movement in it. You have nearly 4K. I think it's like 3.85 carats of diamonds or something like that. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's pave. Look at that. They say boogers, ice boogers, all in this thing. And that's just rap talk. Oh, no. Hey, Verns. I've been like that all day. I've been catching up on everybody's stuff. And while I'm watching everybody's stuff, I'm editing, but I'm listening because, I mean, I want to hear what you're saying. I want to, you know what I'm saying, look, you see. But yeah, sis, man, knock yourself out, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because elevate. I want all of us to elevate. I want to be on a level to where I told a young man on a cruise, he asked me what my goal was for the channel. And I said, man, dude, I want to take this channel as far as I possibly can, man. I want to, go from city to city, state to state, man, just talking about, love for watches, showcasing watches, educating and things of that nature, and giveaways. I would love, man, please, man. I think everybody should, have an opportunity to have at least one fine timepiece, because that is engineering that mankind put into play, just capturing something that we can't control, which is time. And we ain't got a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But after we dead and gone, these watches will still be here. You know what I'm saying? And just my hats off to the men and women that create these things on a regular basis for us to enjoy, for us to even argue over whose watch is the best, what watch company's trash. These are things, man, like the watches you can't, one thing we can all agree on is watches do evoke some type of conversational emotion. They invoke some type of emotion, whether you agree to it or not. You may not even be a watch person. My brother Tony Wall was in the building. What's going on, bruh? What it do, famo? Transitioning to more vaping. Thank good. Oh, okay. You talking about the smoking thing? Hey, you know what? Whatever's clever, man. Whatever you got to do to look. And it's funny, my bro Tony Wall came in, become bulletproof. I'm working on it. It's hard. Another reason why I went live today, because life was kicking me in the teeth. I actually got the chip. I'm not gonna show y'all. I actually broke my tooth last night, so I'm on the road to quitting cigs, and I hope you quit, man. If look, encourage this brother, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, hashtag quit smoking or whatever. I don't care what hashtag you got, man. If you can stop smoking to increase your health and your life expectancy, man, do it, bro. Do it. I'm with you wholeheartedly, man. I don't care if you start chewing pretzels or like keep a pretzel in your mouth. If you just gotta have that feeling, man. I mean, like, whatever. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Wearing my silver tone gold accent Ripsaw Diamond Edition. Joe, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised. I only have one Ripsaw. But I do like the idea that you said, and what would be nice is if Victor brought out two versions of this, one with the 7750 and one with the 2824, having the Swiss made designation. Can you pass? Okay. Having that Swiss made designation, because here's the beauty about Invicta and having Swiss made timepieces. Everybody knows that when you talk about Omega and Longines, these watch companies are prestigious for their history. And when you talk about a watch, and the heart of the watch is that Swiss made movement, the heartbeat, right? It's cool knowing that Invicta and companies like, and not just Invicta, you have Deep Blue, and you have, matter of fact, here go a watch that I do not have anything Swiss made from Aragon yet. But and it's not running right now. But this right here is another watch that I would recommend that you wear to a cruise because of the high polish and that bold color. But Aragon uses Swiss movements in their watches, and even micro brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's cool that you can opt for a deep blue, an Aragon, or an Invicta with a Swiss made timepiece, even with diamonds or whatever the case is, and you're not spending four to five thousand dollars or $10,000. And shout out to anybody that owns Rolex. Shout out to anybody that wears Rolex. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't care what the reason why you own Rolex, but if you have it, as far as history is concerned, it's another powerhouse, and it has it's crazy. There's so many things to Rolex company that's amazing. Their marketing, second to none, dude, second to none. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many other watch companies that model themselves after Rolex. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was Gerald Genta that made a comment, and I can't remember the exact comment, quote, word for word, but he was pretty much saying that if somebody's not copying you, then what? You're not worth anything. You know, I'm just gonna sum it up like that. Somebody can look up what he actually said, but he pretty much said, you know, that's more than just flattery. I mean, you set the standard. So for Invicta to have the Pro Diver in the form of a Submariner, hey, that's a nod to saying, hey, you got a great design. The heritage is there. I'm gonna make a watch that looks like it. We're gonna make it our own, and we're gonna appease the customers that can't afford watches that's over $1,000. That's one thing I love. Now, getting back to watches that I recommend for a cruise, this right here, Black Spinel. Anything with Black Spinel in it. And this one right here is a stunner because it's gunmetal. It's gunmetal, boy. And you can't see this one. And I recommend that anybody that's looking for Invicta, look for those pieces that you can't find. Look for those pieces that you can't find. And there is an upcoming cruise. I have reached out to the reserve guys. The Maryland boys. And they're more than welcome to if they ever want to come on the show, man, and talk more about it because they have a cruise coming up with Invicta Ryan in September, and I'm going on that cruise, taking my whole gang with me. Well, just reread what I said. Sorry. Oh, look like us. I hear that. Yes, it is. Hey, Jay Jones in the building. What's going on, bro? And you know what? I tease Jay Jones a lot about buying. He buys a lot of Invicta pieces. However, that's his thing. That's what he likes to do. You know, and everybody is in a different walk of life when it comes to watches, man. And I can see how some people can't take offense to somebody disrespecting the brand that you like. I used to take offense. But I had to sit back and actually, you know, talking to other people, was like, bro, I mean, everybody's entitled to feel the way they do. And I said, you're right. So I pretty sure I did apologize. I've apologized on my show. I don't mind apologizing. I don't mind telling you if I'm wrong, if I'm tripping, or whatever the case is. But yeah, man, I need to quit myself. What you need to quit? Really hard at the moment. There's a lot of things. Hey, there's a lot of things that I will much rather not be doing right now that I'm doing. But I'm working on bulletproof for myself. It's hard though, y'all. It's hard. If I missed anyone, Jay Jones is speaking to everybody. Godfather just walked in the building. Luciano, hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so moving on, and we're talking colorful watches. I'm gonna tell you another watch that got like this right here, this Phoebus and Islander combo. I actually went to who watches Random Rob's channel? Random Rob I was actually next to Random Rob. I went to Kokomo, and he was there filming. They had dropped some G-Shocks off of the tall man. It was a really tall building, and they was good to go. They had like a little drone up there, and I spoke to Random Rob, and he was like, hey, how you doing, whatever. And I had got That's why I actually got this from that Kokomo watch show they had. And I don't know if y'all saw the back of this thing. Fair and Sweat, go get you one. Uh, um, and it's not a paid promotion. This thing, hold on, wait a minute. Before you finish this, any watch that I recommend to you, this is not a paid promotion. I am just recommending as a fan. Nobody's paying me to say this, and Victor don't pay me to say anything. Though I had worked as an ambassador for Shop HQ, and it wasn't just Invicta watches like Citizen, anything that Shop HQ sold at the time. I was an ambassador for that, but that was over in December of 2022. It's 2023, and guess what? Your boy collects watches that he likes. I highly recommend Islander watches. I saw an Islander watch at the Kokomo watch event. That Port Jefferson, that's on my list, and it comes with the Hypebeats Miyota 9015, I believe. Beautiful watch, and I want to say that watch is about $420, 415 somewhere. It's 400 ish, somewhere around there. Highly recommend it because when I saw it, it's beautiful in person. Pictures never do watch, man. Me showing you this, and I know you can't get this one, but the Phoebus did just drop 5 colors, 4 or 5 colors. I could be wrong, but and they're set up just like this. They just not the purple, and it's not the combo or whatever, because they got Islander and Phoebus on it. Now I'm gonna show you another watch that I'm telling you it was killing the game on this last cruise that we on. Jay Boogie in the building, man. And Victor 757 stand up. Appreciate cruise in September, man. It's gonna be some dope folks in there. And speaking of which, I'm actually taking this watch with me on that next cruise. This was, and I've said this before, the Lido Deck Killer. Outside of the Magnum, the boat Magnum, I saw a ton of these. People had these watches, and for those non-Invicta fans, for those that say that watch is entirely too big, tell that to the hundreds and thousands of people that buy these watches, man. Also, let me give y'all this. Anybody that was doing Carnival cruises before the pandemic, a watch like this will probably run you about $2,000. So whatever the retail price was, MSRP, cruise ships were doing that until they got out to sea. They no longer do that. As soon as the store opens, you can buy the watch at the 70% off, duty free. They do not wait to get out in the water anymore. The sale price is what it is off top. And the most expensive watch I saw on the cruise was the Spider-Man boat Zeus, which came out in 2018. Because Tim Townsend was actually on that Invicta cruise signing because he made the design for that Spider-Man. He did a collab with Invicta or something like that. And they still had that watch on the cruise. It was $600, but for the most part, on average, the watches were between $159 to $199, which anybody that's bought an Invicta watch off of a cruise, dude, $200 would get you a 40 millimeter specialty, not even a pro diver, a specialty. All right, hold on, let me get into it. Am I confused? Thought the cruise was later this year. No, Kyle. There's a Invicta cruise coming up in September. If you like it, get it. Hey, okay, the bell's going off again. It's tornado somewhere. It probably touched down somewhere. And again, if the tornado comes and I just happen to be out here, this may be the last show that I do, man, but I'm going out like a bang. You feel what I'm saying? That would be dope. That'll probably be the highest watched show on YouTube. Trap Vision just got taken away by a tornado, and the watches survived because I'll be going out of here, man. I'd have left with this pro diver, man. It's human nature, Joe. Putting people down to lift yourself up. Yeah. It's because of insecurity areas. Hey, and also let me tell y'all this. Since we're on the topic of it, for those that just came in, I've been to like five ADs here. No, I'm sorry, four ADs in my surrounding area, and I've worn my Invicta timepieces. I've worn some of the bigger pieces, and you know what I get from these people? Hey, that's an interesting watch. What is that? Less than Invicta. Oh wow, dude, that thing is huge. And can I see it? Boom, see it. Oh man, the detail in this thing is crazy. Hardly ever do I get the response that people put on social media. So I don't. I mean, you're a real person that dropped these negative comments, but your narrative of what you're trying to do isn't real. That's I don't know. Maybe you'll be better as an editor. You know what I'm saying? If you should go work as a editor or in a film, if you can go work in the movies of creating stories, because that ain't real, man. That's not real. It ain't real talk, yo. That's not 100. People not doing that out there, man. People ain't spitting on you for wearing Invicta watches, man. This is just not because I saw a Breitling in the Bahamas, and guess what? That sucker was lug to lug, 51.5 millimeters, and I took my calipers with me, man. I was looking at this guy. I said, dude, that's a pretty big watch. He said, yeah, I love it. I love it, man. He paid about $5,000-6,000 for it, and it's just as big. Matter of fact, it had the same presence as this right here. This Aragon. Look how big and thick that is. That Breitling, and you know Breitling has a prestigious history. You ain't never lying. Yes, sir. But I could maybe go on that trip. My girlfriend on me vacation badly. Yeah, you know what? For those that did not sign up for that, you can go under Ryan Johnson. You can actually type it into Google and Victor Cruz. It'll pop up and reach out. I would love to see more of you guys come on. You know that I'm going to be doing a lot of filming there. Before we leave, I'm going to be doing a live right before we leave the port. And yeah, you know, I would love to see you guys there. If you could come to the Invicta Cruise, come. You don't have to own an Invicta watch, man. Just enjoy the festivities because Carnival Cruise has some amazing, amazing events. You go in there, they have comedy shows, they have the Truth or Dare shows, they got karaoke, the food is decent. Um, it's it's a fun time. And I can't compare it to any other ship because I haven't been on anything besides Carnival. I hear Virgin is a nice ship to go on, but I don't think they do kids. The Regent Cruise Line I hear is amazing, and you get your money's worth. It's a little pricier than Carnival, but again, I've never been on it, so I can't speak. You have to talk to somebody. I mean, just if you follow along with me, man, there's so many people in the community that you can connect with that can give you advice on what cruise to take. But I would love to see you guys come take a cruise with us, man, in September. Now, I have one watch here, and I've said this. This watch was officially one of the last watches I purchased during that Invicta Cruise 2020. And this watch, people went crazy on that. So I got the one with the mother of pearl in it. It comes with a Ronda R150. And I really enjoy this watch. It has such a presence on it, man. That high polish, the mother of pearl, that Pepsi bezel. It's a fun watch. And for it to be as big as it is, it's comfortable. It's just, I don't know, man. The architecture is amazing. Then it has its own 50 in it. Smooth sweeping, secondhand, man. That thing is beautiful. This is a work of art. This is a work of art. Invicta did their thing with this one. This is a chaos. This is an Invicta chaos, man. You can see the case back. You can see through that thing. And another thing about that Invicta Kokomo place, I'm sorry, the Kokomo Watch Company, they do engraving and stuff like that. So you guys stay tuned. I'm actually going to be going back up there in July, and I'm taking my Captain Willard, and I'm making it officially. There's going to be the official Meet and I cruise watch off top. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to commemorate that watch based on that cruise. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Loved it. I've only been on 5 cruises my whole life, and that cruise is in my top 3. It is. It's in my top 3. So, being totally honest, I have looked at other more expensive brands, and the size of the watches. It's just too small for me. I like bigger watches and the details with the Victor is awesome. Okay, so let me tell you this, Joe. There was a guy I saw him on TikTok, and he made a claim that smaller watches are becoming more popular. And the only argument that I have for him is smaller watches. I don't think they lost their popularity at all. I think people have just denied the impact that larger watches have made. And larger watches have really impacted so many different companies, man. And again, Panerai is a company that, I mean, Panerai is huge, and they've always been big. They've always been big, and that's a watch that you can spend. You know, you can spend. Yeah, there's one Tourbillon Panerai I saw was sitting for like $106,000. $106,000. They got a $55,000 Panerai, a $90,000 Panerai. It may be the same. Don't ask me what the caliber it was, but I was just looking because I like Panerai. But there is one watch I found a homage to the Panerai that I'm definitely going to get. I will keep you guys posted when I'm able to get it. It'll be on the show, and yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a 42 millimeter piece, man. That's the hint I'm giving you. It's 42 millimeters, automatic at an N35, and it looks amazing. That watch is beautiful. I picked up 3 Chaos on that 2020 cruise. So Godfather, you in there? Trifecta is what that is. Trifecta. In brief, families in the building. What's happening? What's going on? Let me get in this chat real quick. Let me see who up in this thing. In brief, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you and the wife and the kids are doing well. Amazing, blessed, highly favored. You know what I'm saying? I saw Victor 757's in the building. I'm just appreciating you guys being here, and we'll start. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I thank y'all. Oh, that was from earlier. Trap, you know me. I could afford other brands. I just love Victor and Aragon. Yeah, you got me picking up Victor watches. I'm getting. Oh man, I gotta get with you and show you it. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, baby girl. See my granddaughter. She's off camera. I enjoy when she just light me up, man. So, hold up. I'm gonna show you another watch, and I didn't show it on camera, but I did get in the water with this watch, man. And it was fitting that I took this on a cruise with me, and I will be taking this on that Invicta cruise, and that is the Kraken. And I got the colorway that I enjoy. But y'all see that, the wave. Yes, baby. You ask somebody, or if somebody come by, I'll have them bring you out. Look at the scales on this piece right here. See the design, and the Kraken is actually etched on the glass in the back. I'm laughing at my granddaughter. She is like pushing her face up against the screen. She crazy. This one is a big boy. It wears comfortably though, so I want to point out a feature. You see that silicone underneath there, and you can actually see it there. You see the flex. This watch, for it to be as big as it is, super comfortable on the wrist. All right. Super comfortable on the wrist. It balanced. I don't know, man. It just balanced well, man. But I do agree with you. There are people that love bigger watches, man, and I can do both. I can wear smaller, and I can wear, bigger. Let me show you. There's 2 watches that really, really just. There was a guy that hadn't seen this watch, didn't even know existed. But again, for those that just came in, if you made it this far on replay, but if you're on a replay, you already heard what I said. But anyway, this one right here, the Magnum Tria. There was a guy on the cruise that he's never saw this watch. And he was like, dude, what is that? I said, it's a Magnum Tria. And I didn't know, I took it. I was filming. And I had it on display. And he was like, man, can I see that watch? I was like, yeah. So he checked it out, looked, and he was like mesmerized by the different time zones and everything else, man. This flame fusion crystal, he was just looking at all the details. He could fit it, so he was like, bro, I got to get one. Where do I get this from? And I told him, and it's amazing that because the cruise didn't have this one, but it's amazing how many people that don't know about Shop HQ or InvictusStores.com or even Amazon, which y'all, I'm gonna be dropping some Amazon stuff, man. Because you get like right now they have deals, and for those you guys, I had dropped that Captain Willard homage from San Martin. I paid 117 for mine. Right before the cruise, I saw the price. They dropped it to 105. It was like 105 for 48 hours or something like that. Amazon Day is coming up, so I'm gonna be dropping links for watches, man, that I know that are cheaper now. And I am an affiliate of Amazon. I just haven't been pushing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. It's kind of weird. You know, yeah, it's kind of weird. I tried to do the affiliate thing, and I don't have enough subscribers based on what they told me. So I was like, oh, let me just do it the other way. And I see the clicks, but like people don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't buy from Amazon like that. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. But I'll be dropping links. And if you decide to get something off of it, I'm going to post all of the sale watches that I've tried to get in the past or seen in the past that were a lot cheaper. That Captain Willard was one of them. Can you? Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Anybody want to come up, man? Y'all can most definitely come up, man. Y'all know what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the link has been dropped. If you have some recommendations of watches that you should take in on a cruise or some cruise information, tips and tricks, feel free to come up. Or you can drop it in a comment. I will be dropping a video on Wiley Hustle, and I don't want to take too much time today because Wiley Hustle comes out at 6 o'clock. But the last time I was in the Bahamas, in Nassau, it was completely different. They completely remodeled Nassau. It is a completely different atmosphere. I was blown away. I was like, wow, did they make the deck shorter? The walk is not as long as it once was. I said, I was highly impressed with that. I was highly impressed. Man, Shop HQ ain't really ever doing shows hardly. Not to mention they got kicked off Michigan. And so you know what's crazy is I know I had talked to one of the members there, and they were telling me that they was getting back with Dish, but dude, like I got stocks with iMedia, and the stocks had started going up, and then they leveled out, and then they dropped. I was like, ugh. So yeah, the shows come, here and there. I know that RJ will do a show in midday during lunch, but a lot of people can't watch it, and there's more people watching on Instagram than they are on YouTube. Because they just did a show like 2 days ago. I went to Nassau in 1995. Probably been remodeled many times since then. Okay, I just want to drop a link. What link you want to drop? You're more than welcome to come up if you want. Hold on, Luciano. Okay. So anyway, I want to show you another piece, and I just did the actual what do you call that? A short, and it's this Aragon, a titanium piece. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mention that it was Aragon on there. Of course, if you saw it, you know there was Aragon. If you didn't know, and you're like, hey, what was that watch? It was this piece right here. You can't get this particular one because it was a Wayne special. And Wayne's doing another special. I call it no look special because you don't know what it is. He explains it to you, the descriptions, but then you'll be surprised once you get it. And that's coming out, I think, after the 4th of July. And but this one, titanium, K1 crystal, I believe, on this one, automatic. But that robin egg blue went very well in the Bahamas. This watch got a lot of compliments when I wore it out. And I wore this with the shirt. If you guys watch Meet Nas YouTube channel or went on Facebook, the T-shirt prank, I actually put this watch on after the T-shirt prank was over with. And I got a lot of compliments on this watch. I got a lot of compliments on this watch. And this one though, like I'm gonna tell you this, I did wear this out in the heat. It's not as bad. That titanium is not really bad. It's not as hot as wearing one of my the larger steel pieces, man. Because yo, the Bahamas in the summertime, oh yeah, boy, that's some different heat. That's some Iraq heat. It's not even Iraq heat because there's some humidity to that jump. It and that's some I don't know on the jungle heat. So okay, I'm going to show you two more watches, and I'm gonna tell you this watch. I actually, where did I buy this watch from? I can't remember. I didn't buy it from Shop. No, Shop actually had this watch, but I shopped around. And one thing I like about Google is once you put Invicta watch or inexpensive watches, inexpensive Invicta watches, it sent me to it seems like Ashford or something like that. And this one actually has tritium tubes in it, and it has automatic. It doesn't have a screw down crown, but it does. It's good to go in the water and get wet. It's good to go. I got it wet, so as you can see, there's no moisture or anything in this watch. It's still clear. I do recommend once you get out that ocean water, that salt water, you just go rinse your watch off once you get back to your room. I would use some lukewarm water and just wash my stuff off. I actually got some Invicta spray, some solution to clean my watches and my brushes, but that's just me. You can do it in some mild soap and water, whatever. I'm thinking about selling my 45 central nature with the meteorite. Ooh. Uh-oh. I haven't had this young man come on the show in a minute, but when I tell y'all, the man is one of the greats. He's one of the OGs of the building, and nobody on this planet throws a barbecue like this man right here. Nobody. You hear
What's
me?
going on? What's going on, everyone?
Man, Godfather, what's going on, brother? How you?
Hey, man, I'm just chilling, relaxing and stuff like that. Just got finished. I was online paying off the cruise for my brother. Mine was already, taken care of and stuff, but I took
Okay.
care of that for my brother so that he's good. We already got our hotels and stuff like that, and if you're going down to Miami the night before or 2 nights before, that the Maryland and Victor Reserve Group is holding their meet and greet and get to meet everybody at the YVE Hotel the night before in Miami. So,
Yes.
that's where we're going to be staying at. This way, when I get tired of folks, I can just go upstairs to my room and just, let me call an Uber or something now, man. I'm just going upstairs to the room.
Go upstairs.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic. So I'm glad I got you up here, Godfather. Is there any chances of you bringing your photography equipment with you on this cruise?
Well, I always take my camera and my tripod with me. Basically, I do not travel without a camera. Okay. And if I'm going on a cruise or I'm going on vacation or I'm going out of the state, the big camera goes with me. Okay. I take that big camera everywhere I go. If I'm just going to work or just walking around, I have a little point and shoot that I take with me, but I always have, that big camera will be with me, on the cruise and stuff like that, so if you and Mika want to, hey, can you take a good picture of us, Godfather? Not a problem, man. You said, look, I want a good picture of one that we are aware that you're taking the picture. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see pictures of me and I'm looking like, where the heck he get that picture from? So yeah,
Right,
I
right, right.
understand, man. So yeah,
Like the back of your head, right?
yeah.
You never lay that down ever.
Nope,
You'll never lay it down.
not at all.
So I'm really excited about this next cruise because it's been 3 years since we cruised.
Yeah.
Um, and man, it'll be going towards 4 years, man. Like in
Oh
September
yeah.
for an Invictus style cruise, man. So I'm excited about this. But I do want to, kind of piggyback off you, or actually, it's not even piggyback, but kind of take a style that you did. I'm going to get me a GoPro to go into the water and take some pictures underwater of some of the
Hmm.
watches I got. Definitely want to do that, man. You inspired because I was looking at that Sabacqua that you had, and of all the pictures you've taken, that's one of my favorites, hands down. Hands down, that's one of my favorite pictures.
And that's my dive watch. Okay. Anytime I'm diving, whether I'm scuba diving, snorkeling, or snuba or whatever, if I'm in the water, that's the watch I always wear.
Mm, okay,
So it's like
okay,
it's time. I need to get. I got to do one or two things. I know I need to change the battery in it, so I either got to change the battery, or I got to pick a different watch to
right, right,
use my underwater shots when I go on this cruise.
right, 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 right.
Right now, and I'm looking at, and the thing is, like, while GoPros are nice, I don't take nothing away from GoPro. GoPro is an action cam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's basically made. You turn it on and you run with it.
Right.
Now, my camera that I use for underwater, I have an actual underwater housing for it, and
Wow.
so using that allows me to get the pictures. I can zoom in, zoom out, do everything, or take video with it. So uh,
Mm.
I, I'm in what most people would say a different league than what most people use with the GoPro. And
Yeah, because I ain't in that league, brother.
nah. And the thing is, I mean, yeah. Now here's the thing: is nowadays, okay,
Hmm.
they have actual waterproof housings. These are hard case housings for
Hmm.
your smartphones. Okay,
Really?
yeah. Now, some people might think the bad thing is, yeah, you're going to spend over $300 for it. Okay,
Mm.
but look at it like this. Okay, let's say you get one of the waterproof housings. It's rated to 150 feet underwater. Okay,
Okay.
nobody's going down 150 feet, but it's rated
I'm not.
to 150 feet. And as long as you follow the directions and seal it up properly, it's going to protect your phone. Now, you spent $300 on it. You kept it for 10 years. That's $30 a year. Where are you going to get an underwater camera that's going to cost you $30?
Yeah, I mean, I mess with that.
You know,
I mess with that. Yeah,
yeah.
because
And
yeah,
the
that's crazy.
smartphones, smartphones nowadays, their cameras are very good. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
they,
mine's
they
4K.
yeah, so the video and stuff like that, or the taking regular stills and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
these smartphones are good. They're not for me. I mean, I got my smartphone to where in a pinch, if I needed something, I
Yeah,
can use it. But I don't use my smartphone for anything other than making phone calls and maybe looking at pictures and videos. Especially when you doing live and I'm at work. Like, why are you doing this when I'm at work? When you do your live on Instagram, yeah, I'm at work, but you know what? That's 5:30 in the morning. Ain't nobody at work but me. So
right, 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 right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do make these housings and stuff like that. And I tell people, okay, don't buy just any housing. Okay, they do make these regular soft plastic ones that you roll up and you seal it to keep water from getting in.
Hmm.
When you're in the water and stuff like those are nice. But if you're trying to do something like what you see my stuff, if you
Yeah.
do something like what I do, then I recommend getting a special housing for your phone if you're going to use your phone, in that manner.
Right. And you know that, and see that'll be who. I mean, here's the deal, because with me doing what I do now, and we're planning to do more traveling and cruise. That'll work fine with me. I
Yeah.
mean, if it's $300, because I'm actually I'm about to invest in some equipment now, because I learned a lot off this Meet Not cruise, and there's some equipment that I don't have that I didn't know I needed, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, so that's just another thing to add. There was a question. Okay, they already answered it. Thanks, Jay. Somebody was asking about the cruise, how much the cruise was. Yeah. And that's for per room. Like you get 2 people in a room for that price.
Yeah.
The year of the $400 cruise that's dead and gone.
They're gone.
Prior to I'll tell you what. Before COVID, 2018. We spent $450 for me and wifey to go on that cruise. The next year was just like $515, $530, whatever. And the year after that was like
2017, the first cruise. I paid $762, but I had an ocean suite.
So, but again,
yeah,
you get a suite now, bro. You gonna pay $2,000 for a suite now?
Easily, man, easily. Looking on the cruise that we're going on, the Horizon, I was looking at the Ocean Suite right now, and that's almost $3,200.
Yep, and thank you for doing that, because I didn't want this show just to be about watches, but like the cruising aspect for those people that want to go on cruises and you want that information. I do know that there are villas that you can rent when you go to, like, so. We went to Half Moon Cay, right? And they do have they have Princess Cay. Carnival owns a couple of these private islands. And, to get a villa back in the day was like $400 for the day. And you're not even there the whole day. You get off and you get up at like 7:30. The earliest you can get up is get off 7:30. It takes you 15 minutes to get over to the island.
Yep.
And you get situated, you get to your thing. So you have food and everything is cool, but that used to be like $400 to $500 back in the day to rent.
Yeah.
For what, 6 hours?
6 hours.
Now, dude, that same villa that was $400 to $500 is $1,000.
Yes.
They had a double decker. That thing was $1,500.
Yep.
They had another one with a big suite in or whatever. That thing was $2,500. You know what I'm saying? So the prices have doubled since COVID.
The thing is, nothing ever since the pandemic, nothing is the price of what it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be those prices ever again. These companies are trying to make up their losses for the last, 2.5 years. So
you went on a 12-day cruise for $300 in 2013. That's crazy.
Hey.
Wow.
Were you down there next to the engine? Down there in the corner, in the dark?
Bro, I knew some people that was on that first floor, man. They said, hey, I just want to get on this thing.
Yep.
And you know what? I can respect that, because you want to save your coins. Now, on a cruise, it's all inclusive. They do have an internet package. They have the drink package and stuff like that, which if you're a drinker like that, I would say do it.
Right.
That's just if you like drinking. And you can also get soda, but you can also bring on your own soda. Yeah. Like you have to bring your own pops on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say though, you can buy food on the cruise. And room service is no longer free. It used to be free. They used to have the peanut butter jelly sandwiches, the little wings. They give you 5 wings.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Blue cheese or whatever, the little carrots and celery sticks. Nope. Everything right now, I think the cheapest thing, there's a service charge. And I want to say the cheapest thing I saw was like $2.99 for something to eat. But the most expensive was like $6, I think. Which is not bad, you know what I'm saying? Having your food, just bring it to you. And those wings are fire. I'm gonna tell you that, man. The wings is on point. They seasoned just right. And it's made to order. It's made to order. Pizza is like $6, but I'll tell you this: before you give them, unless you're just lazy, you don't want to get up, you want to just throw away $6 to do it. Because it's the same pizza you're gonna get by the pizza bar at the
Yeah,
back at the aft of the ship.
yep.
Same pizza. You're gonna stand in a long line, but you
Well,
gotta
see,
pay for it.
that's the key about the pizza. Okay, if you go to the place at the aft of the ship and everything like that, you need to get there before 11:30.
Yup.
Okay,
Yep.
at 11:30, people are coming out the club. They've been drinking and stuff like that. So all of a sudden, that line at that pizza place, which is open all night long, is you got this long line. So yeah, if you want to get pizza there at night, you need to get there before 11:30, or you're gonna be standing in line for at least an hour trying to get something.
And let me put this in perspective for you guys that's never been on a cruise ship, or you've ever been on a cruise ship and you never had that pizza. That line is just as wide as that ship is.
Yep.
That I'm telling you, because the way the ship is set up, the pizza bar is literally 12 feet away from the starboard bow.
Yep.
12 feet. And that line will stretch from that all the way back to the other side, and then past that little, there's always, on most Carnival cruises, there is a seafood restaurant. That line stretches across the middle. There's like some elevators or something right there. Past that, wrap around to where you about to go into the dining area. Where
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, so you have, I don't know how wide a ship is, but that line stretches that long, the width of that ship. And the pizza's good, but it ain't that good to be standing in line. I'm just saying.
Nah. I see Jason got a good idea. He said, go get it at 9 and then put it in your room for later.
Yup. That's good advice, bro. That's good. I love that.
Yep.
I will be there for 2025. Hey, Space, check this out. If you're 2025, Godfather got a cruise coming up in 2025, so you might want to jump on that one.
That's it. Let's
see here.
I know got a lot of people that's definitely looking forward to the barbecue in September, man. A lot of people have already dubbed the Labor Day cookout as the pre-cruise party.
Pre-cruise party, yep.
You know?
And you know, I will say, if you've never, and again, this show was really sparked because of Space G95, but I did, since I've been dropping those videos on Wiley Hustle, I had a couple of cruise questions.
Right.
And the one thing though is don't go broke, like, you know what I'm saying, like buying stuff. And you can buy watches on the cruise. They're more affordable now on the cruise. And they do have a range of watches though. You know what I'm saying? And which I was surprised that they had to sew on the cruise, and it was actually $30 cheaper on the cruise than you can buy them on like Amazon or something.
Yeah.
I was completely surprised. I said, wait a minute. They had that Tissot racer. It mimics like the caliber of a motorcycle or something like that. And they got the brake caliber on the side. They got the disc brake for the actual bezel.
Yeah.
That watch was $30 cheaper than what you could buy it outside of a cruise ship. I was completely, and you can win stuff on the cruise too. You can win.
Yeah.
You can win watches and stuff, man. They was giving watches and jewelry away like every hour. Every hour you had an opportunity to win. So I would say, go for it, man. Cruise ships.
That's it.
And if you got motion sickness, man, they got Dramamine. I would tell you to buy a cruise. But they do have
that wear the patch. They put the patch behind the ear.
Yep.
I got one of my cousins. She does that before she gets on the ship. She'll put that patch on her ear, and every day you'll see her with that on there and stuff. You know. I got a question for you. Okay.
What's up?
You just got off the Carnival cruise. Okay.
Yes.
Now it's been a while since I've been on the Carnival ship. Basically, since the last Invicta cruise. That was in 2020. Now, has there's talks that I see where the dress code for dinner has changed on the Carnival cruise. So I wanted to ask you, do they still have or no longer have what we call captain's night, or basically a formal night where you would actually, get completely dressed up? So
they did not have the formal night. We did dress up for the meet and I thing, but they don't have the captain's ball like that. They did not showcase that at all.
Okay.
They changed that, and I will say, getting on this cruise now, they have upped the security. I've never in my life seen so many security guards posted. They're posted in different areas of the ship. They got dogs on the ship.
Yep.
Dude, they're looking for crack and weed and all kind of like these dogs man, I've never seen it, man. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how they do it, man. The boarding process is it can be better. It can be better. And in words and wise, y'all, if y'all can get a passport, please get a passport. Please. If you get a passport, easier. The passport, I promise, the passport line is always faster. There's 150,000 people trying to get off this boat, and all they got is a birth certificate.
Yep.
I saw 7 people walk past with their passport. I don't have a passport, which I'm going to get a passport. Get your passport, please. Please get your passport, man. If you want to save some time, don't, because I'm telling you, you'll be standing in that line forever. You'll be upset.
Well, another good reason to get a passport, like I have a passport and a passport card. Okay.
Yes.
But now a good reason to get a passport is you're on the ship and you're traveling to these foreign countries. And if an emergency happens and you need to fly out of these countries, you can't get out of there unless you have a passport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's definitely good to get the passport. And then with the passport, that could be your identification when you're traveling, whether you're traveling domestically or internationally. Okay. And that proves that you are a U.S. citizen if you got a U.S. passport. Okay, now you travel with your birth certificate and a real ID. So you got to travel with all that stuff. And if you're a woman and you got married and you had a name change, now you got to turn around and carry your marriage certificate. Okay, and if the kids, you traveling with kids and the kids have a different last name than you got to travel with all that specific paperwork. Now, a lot of times they don't ask for that stuff, but it's always good to have it just in case. Because I've seen a couple that they were married. Her information was different than her married name. Okay, and they were traveling with kids that were not kids. And it's like, okay, well, you're traveling with these kids. Do you have a letter from the kid's father saying it's okay for you to take these kids out of the country? Okay. Do you have your marriage certificate showing that you're married? Because on your boarding pass, it has your married name, but your ID shows your unmarried name. Hey, what's going on, little one?
Hey,
what's going on, little one?
I knew somebody was gonna let her out at one point in time. Hey, baby girl.
So get your passport. If you don't have one, get a passport. It will save you a lot of headaches.
I'm telling you, man. So, Godfather, are you planning on bringing a few pieces with you, or are you gonna showcase, or are you just going there to just purely watch?
I'm not going to showcase, but I had planned on bringing a few pieces to wear, and that's why I asked you about the dress code, if they change that, because usually, like if I get dressed up in a suit, I'm always wearing a pocket watch.
You gotta wear your suit, Godfather. You cannot come to this because I'm dressing up. I'm personally dressing up. I got my fedora. I'm ready to go, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, each night I'm gonna wear, like I wear my slacks and have on a nice shirt, and so I will be dressing up for dinner. And then, like I said, usually on the formal night or the captain's night, that's when I would wear my suit. I'm bringing my suit. You and I, we can collaborate, and my brother and stuff like that. So we can all collaborate and say, hey, on this day, we are going to, dress to the nines.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this, man. This is going to be, and again, y'all, if you can come, I would love to see you guys on the street.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be doing, like me personally, I'm going to be doing some interviews with people, man, and just getting testimonials as to why, and you know what I'm saying, why you collect the way you do and stuff like that, like I normally do. But it'll be more intimate. I believe Richard Oso is going, Mr. Invictus, or what I call
I heard something about that, yeah.
Yep. So it's not been one Invicta cruise that I went on that I didn't interview him. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna be doing that. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? So I'm looking forward to that, man. I cannot wait for this cruise.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, man. I can't wait to see what you bring. I know you bring those pocket watches, man.
I'm gonna bring like I said, I'll bring a couple of pocket watches and stuff like that. You know, I'll bring one of the ones that I will bring will be the Jack Pro Diver that he bought for me.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely going to bring that one. I'm thinking about the Chaoses, and I definitely got to bring a watch for diving because you know I plan on I'm trying to determine what I'm going to do in each spot, and I might do some scuba diving in Mexico. So you know I definitely got to have a watch for that. You know.
Okay, you know what? I might join you on that excursion. Because I've always wanted to do it. So
yeah, and here's the thing is with snuba, which most people don't realize, snuba is a combination of snorkeling and scuba diving. So therefore, you don't have to be certified.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
You do breathe through a regulator, okay, but the tank is not on your back. The tank is on a raft that's floating about 15.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah, when we went, was it 2020? Kenny was on the cruise, you know, and I was talking about that. Do you mind if I join you? Yeah, and I took pictures of him underwater with his watches and everything. So
I got to decide which watch I'm going to do that in. Yeah. I'll you know, and that'll be my official dive watch for real. You know, it's gonna be a pro diver though. You already know that's gonna be a pro diver, bro.
Oh yeah, you know, and I mean, I'm excited to meet, you know, other collectors. While this is not an official Invicta collectors cruise, okay, you're still going to have about 200 Invicta collectors on your ship. Yeah, so and you know, we will all be easily identifiable, and most people know, you know, look, Trap. People know you. If people don't know you, they have no social media. If they do not know, okay. They do not have social media at all. If they don't know you, so it's like. And for me, I tell people the way you can identify me is I'm going to be the guy carrying the big camera, wearing an Invicta watch.
That's it.
And
it's gonna be upside down.
It's gonna be upside down, exactly. Exactly. Yep, I've actually on some of the Invicta cruises, people would see me with this big camera and you know wearing the watch, and they're like, "Are you Godfather?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh yeah. We've been looking to meet you and stuff. It's like, hey, look, I just put out because people wanted to know who I was. Okay,
right.
Of course, yeah. You see people on the cruises. Either using their cell phone, have little point and shoot cameras. Yeah, I got this big giant camera with this big giant lens and stuff like that. And hey, if you're not sure, okay, look up to the rafters. I'm probably hanging from the rafters, getting your picture and stuff like that.
Most definitely. Welcome in, Shad. Welcome in. Hey, Godfather's in the house. Sweetheart, no, that's not my daughter. That's actually my granddaughter.
Yep.
That's my grandbaby. So, yeah, man, I'm actually going to wrap this up here because in about less than 40 minutes, I'll be, I think, no, is it 6 o'clock, 6:30? This one in Wally Hustle.
I'm looking at it says 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be over on Wally Hustle doing my thing. I just wanted to go live. I had mainly a comment inspired this live. And I don't know, man. Just got this fire, and I said, you know what? I'm going live, man. I'm talking about some watches, talking about the cruise, man, and talking to some people in the chat. You guys, man, if I didn't have you guys here, man, none of this would be possible. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take it for granted. Again, I will say this: for those that went on that meeting, our cruise, thank you so much for being so genuine and so loving and welcoming, man. Meet and I put on an amazing job. It really exceeded my expectations. Right. And if you guys get a chance, check out Meet Nas channel. They have a webpage and actually a website for the Meet Nas Cruise 2024.
Right.
Which will be flying out of out of California, or actually embarkations, sailing out of California and going to Cabo. And I'm inviting as many as you guys as possible. Y'all already know when that cruise happened. Y'all think I got some watches now? I got a company I'm working with now, man. The watches I got, they'll be the same watches, customized, upgraded to a level that nobody on this planet got. One of one pieces, and I'm showcasing. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's just know that. Just know that. I cannot wait. Godfather, before we get out of here, man, what you got? Anything positive you want to leave with the folks?
Well, look, this family, this is the Invicta family, and Trap, as everybody knows, when you come to us in this family, we are not here to judge you. Okay, we don't talk about tearing people down. We don't talk about tearing anybody's opinion of watches down. Okay, This is a family of acceptance. Okay, we accept you no matter what you wear, who you are, who you like. You come to this family to be, enjoyed and enjoy our company and enjoy the conversation. And I am looking forward to seeing, most, if not all of you on the cruise in September. I am, and as I said, I'm the guy with the big camera wearing the Invicta watch, and yes, I wear my watch upside down. So definitely, come on out, enjoy us. I'm looking forward to it, and Trap, I'm looking forward to seeing you and Mika. Hopefully, you guys will show up to the cookout in September before the cruise. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're working on. Yeah, working on some stuff. We working on some stuff. And I'll talk to you offline.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be an interesting year. We're halfway through the year, just about.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
We're halfway through the year. So
this month is over on Friday, man.
Pretty much over on Friday. And then you're like, next thing you know, after the cruise, Christmas is right around the corner. Like,
exactly. Yep.
Dude, you know what I mean? And that's gonna be wild. So, family, I cannot emphasize more than what Godfather, just Mr. Fantastic, as Jay Jones is put in the chat. This is an amazing opportunity. I get to share what I love, and that's watch collecting, and I get to and I just enjoy what you guys have done for me. Because if it wasn't for the viewing and watching and all the stuff, the outpouring of words, and even some of the stuff that you guys have sent, this channel wouldn't be what it is today, man. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate it. Even like the members, people that say, hey, you know what, Trap, I believe in what you're doing. I want to help. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much for that. And hope to see you guys if you're watching Wiley Hustle in about 30 minutes. We'll be doing a premiere. So thank you again. And until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed.